Hello students, this is Mamta from Department of Botany. Today we will be studying about importance of fuel wood plantation. Plants absorb and convert solar energy into chemical or food energy through photosynthesis, which is stored in their body. When the parts of plants are burned, that stored energy is released in the form of heat. Whether plants are grown for producing fuels or for cooking and various purposes, the process is called fuel wood plantation. For fuel wood plantation, that is, few trees are selected, that is, the trees which are fast growing are being selected. The advantages of fuel wood plantation are as follows. The fuel wood saves enormous amount of cow dung, which is applied as a natural manure or compost. Fuel wood plantation would provide an inexhaustible and renewable energy resource of biomass of such plants and also convert their hydrocarbons into petroleum products. Indian Institute of Lucknow have undertaken research program in this area. A large number of species belonging to Euphorbiaceae secretes, that is, latex containing 30% hydrocarbon, like plants, that is Hevia brasiliensis, that is a rubber plant. It's an important source of hydrocarbon. These plants are utilized either to get diesel fuel or high quality liquid fuel. And you have plants called Euphorbia abscessenica, Euphorbia resinifera, and these plants produce good amount of biomass. And Euphorbia hirta and Euphorbia splendicis have enough have enough potential and all. And even there are few trees such as eucalyptus, agathis, Dimeromamara and Canarium omatum, which produce cheaper fuel. And we have Jatropha curas tree yield 2 kg of seed oil per plant per year. The oil obtained from this plant is expected to replace what is called a conventional diesel fuel. And some plants producing hydrocarbons or petro plants are like this: Tivia nerifolia, Calotropis procera, Vitis quadrangularis, Aloe vera, Nerium odorum, Agave americana, and all. So these are the plants which produce hydrocarbons, and these are called also as a petro plants and all. And next, that is you have the plants nothing but they as mainly the about alga, and some alga also yield hydrocarbons, that is Botracoccus bruni, unicellular green alga contain about 70% hydrocarbons. The algal hydrocarbon is similar to a crude oil, and these hydrocarbons recovered from algal cells by centrifugation are alga called Chlorella pyridinosa, which is a familiar one, is another. This is a freshwater alga which can yield hydrocarbons and all. So these are all about the fuel wood plantations and all. And one more important aspect of all these, that is fuel wood plantation, are those which yield mainly, that is, are hydrocarbon plants and all. So now we will be studying about other sources of energy. So until now we studied about the plantation, that is energy plantation, and once again a fuel wood plantation and all. Now we will be concentrating on other sources of energy. And the highly industrialized countries, that is developed countries, depend upon different sources of energy such as coal, oil, natural gas, hydroelectric power and fission fuels for their developmental activities and all. In developing countries, on one hand, there is more dependence on non-commercial uses of energy, that is firewood, animal waste and agricultural waste, rather than the fossil and fission fuel and all. And we have even the other sources of energy like coal, hydroelectric, thermal power, nuclear energy, wind energy, biogas. These are the other forms of energy which I am going to discuss now. And the first one and the foremost is the coal, as you know it, and you are well familiar with this. Coal has vast coal reserves which may be sufficient for coming only for 1,000 years. And since this is once again that is nothing but as taken as a irreversible, that is the one which is going to be that is exhausted in within a few years and all. So we have another source of energy, that is nothing but this ska is used as a fuel, or even that is in much of the coal is which is used in railways, thermal power plants, domestic cooking and industries and all. And the emission of this regarding the what is called the smoke, ash and other particulate matter from coal burning process, this is a serious stress to human health and all. So once again, this is the main drawback what we are having for coal and all. And so this coal, even though it is being used still now, it has these drawbacks, and so these points are to be taken into account. And next, coming into the most, that is the another common source of energy, that is nuclear energy, that is generation of electricity from hydroelectric, that is from radioactive uranium and plutonium fuels by that is by what called much power plants have solved energy problem to some extent, but at the same time this has a serious problem threatening the environment and all, and many harmful gases are released by atomic power plants and even that is radioactive plants and all. And not only just this, their energy, that is what we will be getting from them, are the fast energies, and definitely for a little amount of the material we will be getting a huge energy, but the drawbacks is they are posing a threat to the environment and all. In spite of development of nuclear waste energy, that is the nuclear waste management technology and the atomic power plant, these are all not safe as a part of our environment and all. And these definitely are not being, that is advised by our scientists, that is atomic scientists, not as a good source of energy and all. And as that is already you have studied in your lower classes, that is 1 ton of uranium produces energy equal to that produced by 3 million tons of coal or 12 million barrels of oil. So the production of energy from these uranium, plutonium and all these things, that is definitely energy is being produced in tons when compared with the coal or even with the oil, but it has a hazardous effect on the environment and all. So this is a main drawback of nuclear energy. And now coming over to the hydroelectric energy, or even nothing but even called that is the other source of energy, that is a thermal power plant, what you have in a nearby place in from your that is the place, that is the nothing but what is called mainly thermal power plant, that is in Kudthini and all. So this the thermal power plant, just if we take this into consideration, that is let it be a thermal power plant or a hydroelectric power plant, hydroelectric and thermal power are these are the most important source of energy which is being used daily, and these are definitely renewable and can be biogenerated again. And definitely when we use the word renewable, definitely that is they can be regenerated. And even in thermal power plant, you have fossils, fuels, mineral fuels, and that is nothing but what? Coal, petroleum, natural gases, and all these are used to produce energy, and these are the common source of energy which we are using it in day-to-day life and all. And not only just this hydroelectric power, that is that is the power which is generated from water and all. And the energy obtained for power plants is widely used in agriculture, industry, transportation, and domestic sectors and all. India has a very big potential for hydroelectric and thermal power generations and all this. But the main drawback of this hydroelectric power is that is we will be getting energy whenever we have that is sufficient water and all. Once again, in summer, that is where the availability of water will be less, that is the overall water, definitely during that time we have a scarcity of this energy, and so this is also a drawback. And coming over to the thermal energy, once again the thermal energy requires only that is coal and all. And once again, if there is a scarcity of coal, since it is a renewable energy, so once again this is a drawback of coal, and that is coal, that is nothing but your thermal power generation and all. So this is all about the common, that is about the hydroelectric and thermal power generations and all, and these are the drawbacks. And next comes the wind energy, the most once again the one which is now being used in most of the that is in parts of our country and all. And the wind can be exploited as a source of energy, and definitely wind, it is being exploited in different ways and all. And the most common this one which was first started by wind energy was by HAL Bangalore, and this is engaged in research and development. And this once again that is which was started as research and development of power generation mainly through windmills and all. And in just in our state itself, windmills have been set up for even for irrigation purposes and all. And not only just this, wind energy is converted into that is mechanical energy is being converted into electrical energy and all. In India, from wind energy, that is we are generating about 20,000 megawatts electricity is being generated only by wind. So this is the overall the power, that is the energy that is being released from that is mainly from wind energy and all. And once again, this is what called a cheapest and even the easiest form of energy and all. And last but least, that is it comes to that is nothing but biogas. See, biogas, it is the most common and the that is the cheap energy which is used in that is in mainly in rural areas and all. And this biogas production technology, this one is the low cost one, and definitely it's an alternative source of energy and all. And for this you require lakhs, that is of gobar gas plants, what it is being called the that is in most of the parts of India. That is, it is being installed only in rural areas, and definitely this is a cheapest source of energy and without any kind of pollution. This is the main point of biogas, that is, it is the cheapest form of energy, and at the same time it is being used as nothing but another a source of energy and all. And not only just this, the main drawback is definitely it is used in rural areas where there is a availability of cow dung is rather more and all. And definitely this that is biogas, The main plus point of this biogas is it does not have any what called pollution and all, any kinds of pollution what you have in other sources of energy and all. And just from biogas, that is from cow dung, that is in our country we are producing about 22,425 million meter cube, that is gobar gas is being produced. And beside gas, that is not only just by getting only the biogas, we are even using even the waste of these plants, that is the gas plants above, and we are using it as organic fertilizer and all every year. And we are using 206 million tons of organic fertilizer is being, that is what we are getting as a side product from the biogas, and definitely this is used as a organic fertilizer and all. So this is all about the other sources of energy. What that is what we are getting, nothing but the energy from these sources, and definitely each of these sources have its own drawbacks and all. And with this, that is the topic called the energy is being completed. And so from next class we will be starting with the other new chapter and all. And definitely I'll be sending the PDF for this that is overall that is food and energy, and that is through the link and all. So thank you.